Have you ever felt invisible to the one person you crave to see you? It's a peculiar kind of pain, this silence from someone you love deeply. This silence can feel like rejection, like a door slammed shut in the face of your affection. You start questioning everything, wondering if your love was ever real, if you imagined the connection you felt so deeply. Why do people pull away, even when they love deeply? It's a question that has haunted lovers for centuries. They might be scared. Love is a risky business after all. It asks us to be vulnerable, to open ourselves up to the possibility of immense joy, but also to the potential for deep pain. Some people, when faced with the intensity of true connection, build walls around their hearts. It's not that they don't feel love, but fear whispers in their ear, reminding them of past hurts, of the dangers of getting too close. This instinct to retreat, to create distance when love feels overwhelming, is often linked to what psychologists call avoidant attachment. It's a pattern formed in early childhood, where a child learns to suppress their need for closeness and affection as a way of protecting themselves from potential hurt. These walls, built brick by brick over time, become a defense mechanism, a way of safeguarding the heart from the perceived threat of intimacy. They might tell themselves they're protecting you too. They worry that their own flaws, their own inner turmoil, will only cause you pain. So they withdraw, believing that by distancing themselves, they're sparing you from future heartache. But what they often fail to realize is that their silence creates a different kind of pain, a loneliness that gnaws at the edges of love, threatening to unravel the very fabric of your connection. Their silence isn't about a lack of love, but rather a struggle with its intensity. It's a battle waged within their own hearts, a tug of war between the yearning for connection and the fear of being consumed by it. Understanding this internal struggle is the first step towards bridging the gap, towards creating a space where love can flourish without the need for walls and defenses. Love, in its purest form, is a journey into the deepest parts of ourselves. It shines a light on our hidden corners, the parts we often keep concealed, even from ourselves. Carl Jung, a renowned psychologist, spoke of the shadow self, the part of us that holds our fears, insecurities, and repressed emotions. Love has a way of awakening this shadow self, bringing it to the surface. Suddenly, we're confronted with aspects of ourselves we'd rather not acknowledge. We see our flaws reflected in the eyes of the one we love, and it can be terrifying. This fear, this encounter with our own darkness, can lead us to retreat, to seek refuge in the familiar comfort of solitude. Their silence might be their way of grappling with their own internal demons. They might be wrestling with past hurts, with feelings of inadequacy, or with the overwhelming fear of repeating old patterns in love. This internal struggle can be isolating, leading them to withdraw from the world, to seek solace in the silence of their own thoughts. It's important to remember that their silence isn't a reflection of you, but rather a manifestation of their own internal battles. It's a journey they must undertake on their own, a confrontation with their shadow self that can ultimately lead to profound growth and self-awareness. Silence, despite its seeming emptiness, can be a powerful teacher. It can be a time for introspection, for delving into the depths of our hearts and confronting the emotions we often try to outrun. In the absence of words, we learn to listen to a different language, the language of our own souls. This period of silence, however painful it may be, can be an opportunity for you to cultivate self-love. When we focus on our own growth, on nurturing our own well-being, we become a source of strength and resilience. We learn to find peace and contentment within ourselves, rather than seeking it solely from external sources. This isn't about giving up on love, but rather about creating a foundation of self-worth that allows love to flourish without dependence or insecurity. It's about recognizing that your worthiness of love is not contingent upon someone else's actions or affections. Use this time to reconnect with yourself, to explore your passions, to rediscover the things that bring you joy. Embrace this period of solitude as a chance to nurture your own growth and emerge as a stronger, more self-assured version of yourself. Remember, you are worthy of love, regardless of whether or not someone else sees it. When you cultivate a strong sense of self-love, you create a foundation for love to flourish without the need for codependence or insecurity. While you're navigating the silence, remember that love isn't about possession or control. It's about allowing another person the space to breathe, to grow, and to find their own way back to themselves and to you. Love isn't a destination, but a journey, a continuous dance between two souls choosing to walk hand in hand. It's a commitment to showing up every single day, through storms and sunshine, through laughter and tears. It's about embracing the messy, complicated, and utterly beautiful reality of what it means to truly see and be seen by another human being. The question isn't whether love is easy, but whether it's worth fighting for. Is this a love strong enough to weather the storms, to face the shadows, to embrace the silence? Is this a love that inspires growth, that encourages vulnerability, that celebrates the fullness of who you are? It's easy to love someone in their best moments, when the sun is shining and laughter fills the air. But real love, the kind that lasts, is forged in the fires of adversity. It's about choosing to stay, even when it's hard, even when fear whispers doubts in your ear. This period of silence can be a test, a crucible that reveals the depth and resilience of your love. It's an opportunity to decide if you're willing to fight for this connection, to hold space for their growth, and to trust that love can emerge stronger on the other side of the silence. Real love doesn't shy away from the shadows. It doesn't crumble in the face of fear or retreat at the first sign of discomfort. Real love dives headfirst into the depths, embracing the complexities and contradictions that make us human. Carl Jung once said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate." True intimacy requires us to confront our hidden parts, to shed light on the shadows that lurk beneath the surface. It's about creating a space where vulnerability is met with compassion, where fears are acknowledged with kindness, and where silence is seen not as an ending, but as an opportunity for deeper understanding. When two people are ready, truly ready, to embrace the fullness of themselves and each other, that's when love transforms from a fleeting feeling into an unbreakable bond. It's a commitment to growth, to vulnerability, and to the continuous journey of discovering and rediscovering the depths of your connection. Love is a daring adventure, a leap of faith that requires us to be vulnerable, to risk heartbreak, and to embrace the unknown with open arms. It's about choosing to believe in the power of connection, even when faced with doubt and uncertainty. It takes courage to love someone who is grappling with their own demons, to hold space for their silence without trying to fix or change them. It requires patience, understanding, and an unwavering belief in the strength of your connection. And it takes even greater courage to allow yourself to be loved, to let down your own defenses and allow someone to see you in all your messy, imperfect glory. It's about trusting that your worthiness of love is not contingent upon perfection, but on the authenticity you bring to the relationship. Sometimes the greatest act of love is to let go, to release the need to control the outcome and trust that whatever is meant to be will find its way back to you. It's about having the strength to walk away from a love that no longer serves your highest good, to create space for a love that honors your worth and celebrates your authentic self. This doesn't mean that love has failed, but rather that it's evolving, transforming into a new form, perhaps even more beautiful and fulfilling than before. And who knows, maybe one day, when the time is right and both hearts have done the work of healing and self-discovery, your paths will cross again. This time, you'll meet not as two halves searching for completion, but as two whole individuals, ready to embark on a journey of love that is built on a foundation of mutual respect, understanding, and unwavering acceptance. A love that is ready to bloom. If you're wondering what makes men more vulnerable in relationships, check out this next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe.